All right, Coach, 2-0 to start the season. Just how you feeling so far?
Feeling great. It's hard to win games, and so team putting together some good performances and good spurts of moments of us playing some good football. So I'm happy overall for sure.
Several different goal scorers this summer to start. Liz ended up picking up her second there. Just what's it been like with this front line?
Yeah, this front line, it's changed a little bit. I think this front line was a little bit different than our last game. So I'm hoping you're going to see different rotations and different lineups throughout the season, because I think it's going to help us be sustainable and keep winning if we can continue to make changes to the roster.
What's really worked about that so far?
Yeah, I think that we have a lot of capable players. So I said in the first media conference, press conference that we have multiple starters on our team, and so I think you're just going to see that that's helpful.
Well, of course, you had T there for a freshman picking up her first ever collegiate goal. What was it like to see that from her?
T is going to be a handful. She's only been here for a couple weeks, so the fact that she's integrated this quickly, even with the weather and life here, and the fact that she's able to make an impact this quickly, and you're just seeing the beginning of her. But she's very physical and very athletic, and now you can see she could score goals too. So hopefully she could keep this up.
I do have to ask you, because you did have a player get on the SportsCenter top 10 with Liz on that corner. Just what was it like to see a corner kick go straight in? I imagine you don't see that too often.
Yeah, the Olympico, that's it's a big deal, and so I'm glad that SportsCenter recognized that. And Liz, she strikes the ball better than I've ever seen at any level. So I'm not surprised actually that it happened. So I've challenged her to let that happen again. So we'll see if it's something she could do consistently.
That should be fun. The defense managed to literally limit FAU shots, only allowed the one shot on goal, which went in. Just what have you seen with this back line?
Yeah, the back line, as you've seen, has rotated a little bit. We've been getting different players on the field, and that's just us trying to keep everybody healthy, trying to share minutes, rotate, get everybody confident and ready for any opponent. So I just think that we have a lot of capable players that can play back there, but some good partnerships. It was really great seeing Jess McCullen get her first start since her injury last year. So yeah, a lot of Jada's put 2 90-minute games in, I think, now. So she's establishing herself as a real leader back there.
How big now? What do you think they can learn? Because they did allow one goal last time and one goal this time. So what do you think they can learn from that going now with South Florida?
Both goals were actually more like set pieces. So the one goal was, actually I'm thinking of the Miami game. I cannot remember what was the first game. I'm going to remember that one. But anyway, this one here was a set piece goal. So we got to tighten up on that. That was just a 1v1 battle in the air. Jada had 2 on her, and but. I think if anything, what we learn from it is not giving up fouls at the end of the game more than anything, because it's a 50-50, battle when you're giving up a set piece. So let's just not give up set pieces in the end.
What have you learned about this team now over the course of these first 2 matches?
We've got a lot of talented players that can score goals and a strong back line, and a goalkeeper that has started for us. G's done really well, and Sammy's really pushing her, and I just think overall we've got a good team. Every line is producing and doing their job, and everyone's executing, and everybody's highly motivated.
What does this team need to do to have their best shot against South Florida?
We're gonna help them evaluate that. I think right now it's a little bit of rest. It's been quite a long preseason, very intensive, throwing a lot of information at them. So tomorrow will be a day off, let them recoup. But we'll help them with the game plan. But we've learned that they've been very coachable, and so we'll see. We'll pick apart this game and analyze it and see how we can be better for South Florida.
Time for one more.
Jada was telling me about that ball in there and talk about how she had that connection with Liz. I don't know what your view of it was, but what was it like seeing her with that assist right there and that connection between the 2 of them?
Yeah, Liz is a goal scorer, so I hope we keep seeing her score those goals. But when I see Liz in a moment like that, I feel pretty confident that she's going to smash it and put it away. So, she trains, you see her training, and she does a lot of extra training of finishing. And so, for these reasons and for these moments, and that's why she can execute.
All right, awesome. Congrats, Coach.
Thank you.